again, my name is Girishji, and it's been a great opportunity. And just like last time I said, it's kind of tests your public speaking skills. So at the same time, it's a double. What do they call it? We hit with two arrows, and you get
double-edged sword.
A double-edged sword, but at the same time,
buy one get one.
Hit a stone. Buy one get one stone. That's much better way to explain it. So with that being said, the task that I was given is that try to summarize the 15 chapters of Bhagavad Gita as best as I could, and I'll try my best. And my usual disclaimers remain. It's an humble effort. I know, understand the audience is much more experienced in their life. Each of us has gone through ups and downs. So feel free to inform me of comments, your inputs. It's always kind of helps me benchmark and fine tune my skills. So please feel free to do that. So with that said, as you all know, Bhagavad Gita is one of the greatest epics, books or philosophical thoughts ever written in the history. So basically, it's divided into three chapters, three sections. The first section is Karma Yoga, which is basically how to connect with the Supreme Lord through your actions. The third set of stanzas is how to connect with the Supreme Self, the Supreme Lord, through your devotion to the Supreme Lord. That's the third set of chapters of 6. And the last set of chapters, the 6 chapters, is how to connect with the Supreme Lord through intellect. So I'm still on the first 6 chapters. I'm still getting my head around the first 6 chapters right now. So you can see that my talk will be more focused on the first 6 chapters because it's very practically applicable in our life at this stage. So that being said, the first 6 chapters starts off with Visada Yoga, which is Arjuna is really despondent. He's having panic attacks, he's having anxiety attacks, and with the overwhelming sense of issues that are in front of him. It's not an easy job to choose sides easily. So with that said, Krishna advises him, take off your mind first. Every war and every action, if you win it in your mind, the rest will follow. So that one single sentence of the first chapter is very important in my opinion. Is every action that we take, just like every project that we take, if you think that, okay, I can do it in my mind, then there's 90 to 95 probability that you will get it. So every war will be first, we have to win it in mind. Doesn't matter if it's a First World War or Second World War. If Roosevelt and Churchill thought that they won't be able to win the war, they're not ever won the war. So everything has to start from the mind. Win the war in the mind first. The second chapter, I have to go a little bit early because of the time, but the second chapter is Sankhya Yoga, which is like, okay, your mind is there, but at the same time, your intellect should also follow the mind. It cannot be separated out. So have your mind and intellect together. If you are sad and anger are the worst enemies of having both of them together. So always try to have them together and keep the negative thoughts down. Third chapter, which is Karma Yoga, which is my favorite topic. And I can go on and on about Karma Yoga, but I'll just stick to one sentence that whatever you do as an action, we have to take an action. Indecisiveness is itself a sin. If you just keep on worrying, nothing is going to happen. You have to keep going forward. And when you keep going forward, you have to dedicate that action to the Supreme Self. So that's the Karma Yoga, essence of Karma Yoga, I would say. The fourth chapter, that is Jnana Yoga, they call it the Raja Rishi, sage and king principle. I'll just use the word. The king has to take an action, which is karma. At the same time, a king has to have a certain amount of humbleness in it. When you take action and you keep on going forward, of course you gain power. But at the same time, the power has to have humbleness and humility in it. As one of the greatest thought goes, there are 7 virtues we all understand. And out of the 7 virtues, it's very beautiful. If courage is called the father of the virtue, humility is the mother of the virtues. So humility and courage, they go in tandem. So that's one of the greatest thoughts I ever heard. So that's good. And next one is karma vairagya yoga, which is whatever we are doing as an action, dedicated to the higher self. And it's not easy to do that. I mean, we always have, okay, I did this process, I did that project, I created this whole society, I created this house, I bought a house, I bought a land. But at the same time, we have to dedicate that to not just to ourselves. It's not we as a do what the nature brought it together. So we have to dedicate it to a higher self. And the last one is, of all these things, as I said in the earlier part, is the mind. Mind is what holds all of us together. And if you do not hold the mind together, then it's a problem. So that's why they have a way of introducing how to hold the mind together through meditation and various techniques. And there's a stanza there wherein mind can be done by having concentration, having focus, and getting into your transcendence. When you say transcendence, that doesn't mean that leave everything out, dissolve your duties, and just forget about yourself. Transcendence is having a balance in life, and I hope everybody can relate to that. And but at the same time, how Bhagavad Gita is that the first 5 chapters are related to the actions that we take, and the last chapter is how to control your mind in order to take that action, which I think is very well laid out. So those are the first 6 chapters of how we are going to relate to the Supreme Lord through your actions. So I think those 6 chapters are great. So the second set is how to relate to the Lord through devotion. I can say I'm in pre-kindergarten in that section. I'm not even there right now. So the first thing is acknowledging that there is somebody who is Supreme Lord to all the human beings. That is what you have to acknowledge yourselves first. And it's not that easy, particularly when you have intellect. Your intellect and mind will be in constant struggle with that. So you'll have questions, you'll have things to do it. So it's neatly laid out wherein there are 4 types of people who go and ask for that spiritual thing. It's one who is longing after desires, one who is longing after power, one who is longing after knowledge, and one who is longing after wisdom. So the amount of people who go for wisdom is very less compared to the amount of people who is in the front end, desires and so of course our goal has to be, we have to learn spirituality, I shouldn't say learn, experience spirituality for the sake of gaining wisdom and keep moving forward in that essence. The second part of the second chapter of that second section is about giving your self-realization. We cannot attain wisdom if you don't really understand who you are intrinsically. I say intrinsically because you need to know who you are at the bottom of your heart. And you have to bare your soul to yourself first. Okay, I accept this. Before you can bare your soul to somebody who is above you. So that's the second part of it. The third, fourth is kind of using devotion as whatever small you may have, as Vijay Kumarji just said last night. It might be water, it might be a $100 bill, but whatever you give it with your maximum devotion to that substance that you're providing. Even if you're providing time, but give it truth.